taking the runway is Gene Soucy in the big Showcat. Take a good close look as Gene Soucy rolls down the runway in the big Showcat, because that's his partner Teresa Stokes out on the wings and holding on and waving to you with the other hand, standing between the wings. Leading into those 100-mile-an-hour winds as Gene Soucy takes off in the big Showcat and climbs up to altitude. This former U.S. aerobatic champion, 3 times consecutively winning the U.S. National Aerobatic Championships, the first pilot to ever accomplish such a feat, and also a 3-time Canadian national champion.
My name's Gene Soucy. Fly the Showcat biplane with Teresa Stokes. It's kind of a old-fashioned barnstorming type act. You know, we try to redo what they did back in the 20s and 30s with the old barnstorming air shows. It's a great airplane, makes a lot of noise, it's colorful, good smoke system, and it's a great platform for her. I can fly it quite slow, like at 60 miles an hour. Allows Teresa to move around, do headstands and things like that on top of the airplane. The airplane was a crop duster that I modified, but one of the things that made it a good spray plane was this powerful 450 horsepower engine. And it's an engine that was designed back in the 20s and 30s and used on some of the famous air race airplanes and things like that. Modified different things like the landing gear. We put fairings on it to make it look more air showy. What I did was I took a farm tractor. This airplane was terrible looking. I tried to make it look like something that Howard Hughes would have flown back in the 30s.
The barnstormers loop with our wing walker right up on top.
I'm Teresa Stokes, and I'm a wing walker on the Showcat. I'm an aerobatic pilot myself, so I knew I liked the aerobatics and flying. I just had never done it on the outside before, so it looked like fun when I saw a friend try it, and I just had to give it a try, and I got hooked immediately. I love it.
Teresa Stokes, you saw her standing out there in the wing, and now you see her moving across the airplane, climbing back into the cockpit, and now climbing up over the trailing edge of that upper wing, holding on. If you took a good close look, you notice that she's not wearing any parachute.
There's a seat belt. Once she's up there, she'll put that seat belt on, and she'll give me the thumbs up to let me know that the thing is fastened.
And then we do a lot of other aerobatics, and that's the fun part.
Teresa Stokes, the aviation artist, taking to the skies and standing on the upper wing of the big Showcat. As Gene Soucy puts the big Showcat through its aerobatic paces. Great big barrel roll and diving down toward show center now. Speeds increasing up to 150 miles per hour. Straight up over the top of a big inside barnstormer's loop. Lots of smoke and lots of noise as Gene Soucy flies inside loop after inside loop. Changing direction now with 1/2 of a Cuban 8 as he climbs back up on a 45-degree line, completing a 4-point hesitation roll while Teresa stands on that upper wing.
My real job is an aviation artist. I do paintings of airplanes and aviation scenes, and being a wing walker, I guess, helps my artwork in a way that, you know, just flying inside an airplane really doesn't do, because there's so much obstruction with the glass and everything to the view. So I get an unobstructed view of what it looks like to be in the clouds and to be at an altitude. And I put it in my work. It really helps my paintings look like they're really flying. In addition to doing airplane paintings, I also designed the paint scheme on the Showcat. And I wanted it to be something a little different than the traditional wing walking paint scheme. So it's kind of wild and bright, and I also painted all the logos and all the artwork and the little kitty cat and everything on there.
And this pass they call the side saddle. Take a look at the position as Teresa hangs on to that post in the side saddle pass. This time they're coming by in the flying lady pass. As you can see, she's released that safety belt on the pole that is attached to the upper wing as she holds on with her legs to that post.
When we're flying our act, we have certain hand signals, communications that we do. If he ever needs to get my attention for anything, you know, he can wiggle the wings and I look at him. We see each other pretty well. And we've even gotten pretty good at lip reading.
This time coming by, the airplane's right side up this time, but this time she is in the headstand. Standing on her head, those dynamic forces of the air at 100 miles an hour pushing her against that post mounted on the upper wing.
She has crawled down off the upper wing. She should be standing up right in that front cockpit, reaching out and shaking hands with her pilot, Gene Soucy. It's Teresa Stokes and the handshake pass. Waving to the crowd as they come by.
I can see everybody waving as I go by. I can't really hear them with earplugs in, but I can see them waving, and I just think, well, I'm having so much fun, and all these people are coming to watch me have a good time.